Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. Here's your hosts, Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
And we're back.
On Bull Sessions
with Erin Mullins from Ravenwood, Missouri, beekeeper of the year 2016. Let's hope you can do it again this year, Erin.
I know it was quite a surprise last year. So.
Oh, wow. That's cool. We got a lot of questions still we want to ask you. But before we go any further, we've got our Ladies in Ag Focus that just started, and that's a big deal. We got a lot of important ladies that keep ag moving.
We at Bull Sessions like everybody in ag. We like kids. We like the family farmer. We like everybody, and we like positive things about ag.
Miles is even in ag now with his green lime.
Well, yes, his green lime and his working on this show actually puts him in ag because we're an ag show.
We wouldn't be here without him.
I'm looking at Facebook right now. I'm looking at Will Cross on Facebook.
Yeah, he's on that at Bull Session at Will Cross Bull Sessions on Facebook.
That's what I'm doing.
So please like our post on there. Please follow us. And
you're begging, buddy.
I'm begging.
Whatever it takes, buddy.
Whatever it takes. But I have. I ran into somebody that also is on Facebook. She is also a member of the Practical Farmers of Iowa, or PFI. She farms up at Lamoni, Iowa. Have you ever been to Lamoni?
Many times.
Many times.
Yes.
I've been up the sale barn up there, too.
I've been there.
Up at Lamoni, we have Katie Hensley and her husband, Chad. They have Big Creek Farms.
Big Creek Farms.
Yes. You can find them on Facebook at Big Creek Farms. They started in 2012, and they grow some produce, and they've got a high tunnel, which is kind of indoor big greenhouse. They grow heirloom tomatoes. On the produce side, they do sweet, bell, and other peppers, and they do lots of salad greens. They do cut flowers, and they sell them by the stem or by the bouquet. So the next time in the summer when you're up there, you may have to stop and get your wife some flowers, Randy.
Along with the Ranger.
Yes, but,
sure.
Start small with the flowers.
Okay. I can go there.
They have a small floral CSA.
CSA.
You know what that is?
No, I don't.
That is consumer-supported agriculture. That's where you have a set time frame, like it could be a weekly or it could be a monthly or every 2 weeks. You get whatever's in season from a grower, and you pay a fee, and you get that every week from them.
They just send it.
They send it or have a drop location.
That's cool.
So you could have weekly flowers up there at Lamoni, or however often they do it. They go to the Lamoni Farmers Market, which is May through September on Wednesdays from 4 to 7, and the second Saturday of each month from 8:30 to 12. They started this year doing some beef. They have Piney Wood beef. Have you ever heard of that breed?
No.
Well, they're more down into Georgia and Mississippi, and there's only about 1,500 head of those left.
Really? I've never heard of them.
Well, they're kind of a cousin to Texas Longhorns, and they do very well on grass without grain.
Low maintenance,
and can handle some, where you don't have to baby them as much. But
what's her name again?
Katie Hensley, and her husband Chad up at Lamoni, Iowa, at Big Creek Farms, and you can find them on Facebook at Big Creek Farms. And just if you're, up in Lamoni on Wednesdays in the summer, or that second Saturday of each month, you'll have to check them out at Farmers Market. So,
Lady in Ag. We love it.
We like, everybody in ag, whether it's the cattlemen, whether it's produce, our custom bees, our custom applicators, our insurance agents, our CPAs, our grain brokers,
Seed company.
Seed company.
What do you think?
I don't know about them guys.
I don't either.
But we like everybody in ag, and we like positive things about ag. So if you've got a woman in ag, or maybe a family in ag that you want to promote or let us to focus on each week, send us an email at bull@willcross.net. Hop onto Facebook, that at Willcross Bull Sessions and just send us a message, give us a call. Our number is that 660-535-444. And we'll give you, find out and listen, and we'll give the person you nominate a little bit of airtime and just highlight them.
That's good.
That is good.
That's a good one, too. You've done a good job, Bradley, on that.
Well, I ran into her at the PFI conference, and we were in a session about marketing our local produce. And I was like, "You're in Lamoni," and she's like, "King City's not that far from Iowa."
No, it's not.
So it was kind of neat to see some people doing some of the same things that you're doing, and to network and learn from their mistakes and share things you've done wrong and go from there.
Well, we like that.
Now, we want to get back to bees.
Yes, that's a big, big part of agriculture. We want to come back with Erin Mullins is who we're talking about. I want to ask you something, Erin. I read this article, too, while I was doing my research on these bees, and it says that managed honeybee colonies add at least $15 billion to the value of American agricultural products every year. $15 billion a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at the almonds where they're 100% pollinated by honeybees, so they require them, and so that's going to be the bees are going to be pretty much all of their profits that they're making are because of the honeybees. And plus, they've done studies with other crops and even soybeans where they're helping increase yields on soybeans. And so even though some of these plants don't necessarily need them to pollinate, like they may be self-pollinated, but with the help of the bees, they can increase the quality of the products and increase those yields and help with the money.
When you talk about yields, that's numbers, and I'm a numbers guy. And I'm wondering how many bees are in a hive?
In a hive during the summer months when there's peak nectar flow, that's when the bees are going out and foraging for their food. There are going to be about 60,000 bees in a hive. And that's a good number that will keep a colony strong. During the wintertime right now, they've dwindled in numbers, and there's going to be only about 20 to 30,000 bees because they're not leaving the hive. They're clustered up right now, and so their numbers drop down, and they live longer during the wintertime because they're not out flying. But that's how many bees are going to be in the hive throughout the year.
Okay, so these 60,000 bees, how much honey are they going to make? Because that's what we're after.
Yes.
We want that honey.
Yes. A good hive will produce about 6,200 pounds of honey per year if they're well managed and are in an area with good plants to forage from and good food source. Then they can produce quite a bit of honey per hive.
You don't have to ear tag them either, Bradley.
Well, I'm just, it would take, if you wanted a semi-load of honey, and you're talking 40,000 pounds.
You done the math on that.
Yep.
I bet you did.
I got my handy iPhone here. That's 400 hives to get a semi-load of honey. Now, how much is that honey worth? If I was to have that semi-load of that 40,000 pounds,
He's always thinking.
What was a pound of honey worth when you're selling it in little containers?
In little containers, a pound of honey is going to run from $7 to $8. There's guys that have more specialized honey where they can say that they are around a certain crop and they can market it up. And there's guys selling it for like $34 a pound, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Really?
Yeah, there's a guy we just listened to a talk, and he was saying it was some ungodly amount. And then he's selling special comb honey, which that's honey still inside the wax, and he's selling it for buku bucks. But us normal folks, we sell it for about $8 a pound.
Oh, and I thought I was doing good to get around $2 a pound on some produce. So you guys got me out that $7 to $8 a pound.
Like you said, we had talked earlier a little bit. You said that a lot of these honeybees, not all of them work.
No, they don't.
in the hive, correct?
Yes, about 95%.
Are those called Bradley bees,
Yeah.
or what are they called?
No.
The bees that don't work are called the drones. They're
Drones?
Yep, they're the male bees in the hive, and or the Bradley bees.
No.
They
Randy, you're corrupting people.
all they do is
I just said positive things about ag, and you're turning against me.
I'm talking to Erin.
Yep, because all they do is eat the honey, and their only job in life is to mate with a virgin queen, which that chance may never happen for them. And so in the fall, they kick them out of the hive. And 95% of the hive is going to be females. So the females in a hive do all the work. So there's your women in ag.
The women
You've
in
got
ag.
the honeybees because they're
Way to
you've
go.
got you've got your queen bee, one queen bee, and about 60,000 worker bees, and they're all
60,000.
female.
All female.
So she's got 60,000 workers
Yes.
for her.
Yeah, and the queen, she relies on them to feed her. They clean her, and the queen just walks around and lays the eggs. And
So
Only
that's-
one queen lays
Yes.
all these eggs.
there'll be one queen in a hive, and if there are ever two, then they'll kind of duel it out, and only one will survive. And she can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day.
2,000 eggs a day. Woo.
Yep.
And all females
Yes.
in there doing all the work. And those lazy Bradleys, they
Yes.
get kicked out in the winter.
Yep.
And I see.
Oh,
That's good, huh,
Yes.
Brad?
you're very good.
Okay. Well, we got more to talk about. We'll pick on Bradley some more.
Sounds good.
You want to?
Yeah.
This is not fair.
I told him that I was going to quit picking on him so much here, but
Lies.
it's just so
All
easy
lies.
to do. But
Send your sympathy to me.
we're going to take a little break, and we'll talk more when we come back to Bull Sessions on 680 KFEQ.